If you've ever wanted to walk a Camino, may I present to you the Burren Way, a 5-ish day walk through the Burren in County Clare, Ireland. You didn't even know there was a Camino through Ireland. Well, me neither, but there are so many. There are 42 waymarked trails, which are the long-distance walking routes in Ireland. I did some quick research and found that there is one through County Clare and the Burren, which is the part of Ireland where my ancestors are from. I knew I just had to do it. I bought a flight within a few days and was walking through Clare within a week. I'm no stranger to Ireland or County Clare. It's actually one of my favorite places to visit. My first trip was 20 years ago with my family when we started our family genealogy search. My second trip to Ireland was to attend cooking school on an organic farm, which you can read more about on my blog if you like. And I've been back many times since. My father's grandparents were the last of my family to be born in Ireland. They emigrated to America in the very early 1900s. When my family visited 20 years ago, we had the names of relatives and the towns where they lived in the 1980s when my great-uncle had visited. We arrived in Clare and stopped at a phone booth of all places, looked up the names of cousins in the phone book, and started dialing phone numbers. We reached many people that day, some related to us and some not. This trip was formative in many ways, and I think it is probably the foundation for how I travel now, which is with a loose schedule and a wing and a prayer. I show up, see what's around, and make my plans accordingly. I couldn't find a whole lot of information on the internet about the Burren Way walk, but I had a starting point and a calling for adventure. So come with me as I walk the Burren Way through County Clare in Ireland. I started in Lahinch, a town on the wild Atlantic Way, known to have a great beach and is popular with both surfers and golfers alike. I started the Burren Way. I'm walking on Lahinch Beach, and it is absolutely stunning. Okay, so the tide is out. So I just talked to the woman I had asked directions for earlier. We met up again, and she said maybe I can just go across here. I might try it. I'm gonna wade across. I think this is as close to Oregon Trail as I'll ever get. I made it. And I met another woman who was so nice and explained so much about where to walk, and she told me about a cafe that has a lot of information about the hikes and walks, so like more information than I could find online about it. So amazing. So my friend that I met on the beach, my new friend, who told me how to get to the town, suggested I stop into this cafe, and it was so cute, and I bought so many things. Provisions and a walking book, and now here I am. And I literally think I talked to everyone in the cafe. I was asking somebody about the walking route, and because some of the Cliffs of Moher walk, coastal walk is closed, but I haven't been able to figure out what part. So, but the woman who made my coffee was very helpful, and then someone overheard us talking and wished me luck and gave me suggestions on what to see. And yeah, I mean, like, ask me why I love Ireland. Honestly, I'm obsessed. So I've changed hats because it is crazy sunny. I just wanted to say I am in the middle of nowhere on like a lane, and a woman's walking her dog, and there's a signpost with directions, and I just kind of paused and stared at it, and she was like, "Hey, are you going to the cliffs? It's this way." I mean, people in Ireland, love them. Hello, Bubba. Do you want to come say hi? Hi. Hi, sweetie. You're too far away. Hi. Hi. I don't have, oh my goodness. I just walked up that hill and it's a magnificent view. So the one thing I was not planning for in Ireland was to be warm, and honestly downright hot right now. This is as hot as it was on the Portuguese Camino without the coastal breeze. Look at this lack of shoulder. I mean, but stunning otherwise, so. Also, this is a petting zoo. Okay, so there's a big truck coming, and there just happens to be this like 18 inches of a little pocket here on the side of the road, so I'm gonna pull over. Oh, it's a tour bus. Ooh, I felt the wind of that. These cows are very interested in my presence. Aren't you? Very curious. So I guess most of the cliff walk path is closed, as I think it's just like as a precautionary liability issue. They do say you can go on it. Well, no, they don't say you can go on it. They say if you go on it, it's at your own risk. Got it. Where can I do that? I think it's up. I think it's just up here. Oh, you beauty. I found the cliff path. Yay! Okay, so far everything I've seen of this part of the coastal path that is blocked off seems pretty sound. Like a path, sometimes there's obstacles you have to climb over, like those step things. But as long as you're not like an idiot and go too close to the edge, so far it seems safe. You just need to use your intelligence and some caution. I've got about an hour left and I just need a little snack. So I have broken into the sourdough and I'm very excited about this. Look at this wall. Hi, cutie. Hi. I know, we can't reach each other.
هذا بالن كله فهمت؟
Thanks. That water has been eating its way down through the limestone, so it's now carrying dissolved limestone. It's become mineralised, as well as the stream. So that was the old way in. So that thing probably weighs about 7 or 8 tons. A 2-ton effect. I like to think of Star Wars, the light side and the dark side.
The clouds are out again. Yay. I was a little sad this morning because it was just blue skies, you know. I just love the clouds in Ireland. I think they're some of the most stunning ones around. So this is just like really nice. the first map I've ever seen in the wild. Wow. Just like gobsmacked at how amazing and beautiful this landscape is, and this day, and this area, and this place. Wow. Wow. Look at this limestone. I think we're officially in the burn. Here's my guy. Okay, it's just me and cows and limestone rock walls. And I'm loving it. That's not entirely true. I've seen 4 people in the last maybe 2 hours. So I'm not totally alone. And wind. We have found the wind. And it's amazing. This might be asking a lot, this ladder with my backpack on. Let's see. Whoop. Making it, we're doing it. One more, just the muddy ground. Okay. I've just realized there's no fence between me and these adorable giant cows. They look nice. Right, cutie? Wow! Our first limestone slab across the path. Another one of these ladder situations. Easy peasy. I gotta say, I like this passage a lot better. If only I'll fit. This is magnificent. I didn't even imagine that a place like this could exist. Wow! And also, eek, I have to go down this giant hill. This is a little bit tricky. And I would definitely not want to do it in the rain. I see my Airbnb house from here. She told me what it looked like, so, and where it was. So I'm almost there. Mountain kicked my butt. That's where I came from. Not sure if this is technically a rest day, but I'm staying in this guest house 2 nights. So I don't have my backpack with me today. Yay! I just have a small tote bag and I'm going to the beach. I'm still walking a lot, but not making any forward progress. So yeah, exploring the Caher Valley. It hasn't rained in a while, and the river is dry because the limestone does not hold water. Currently on the Blackhead Loop instead of the road with cars, going to the pub for lunch. Okay, this is me on the main road going back toward Fanore Beach. Yeah, this is the main road. With the cows. Just had a really delicious lunch at a pub. Fish and chips. Yum! I made a bit of a rookie mistake because with the fish and chips came 3 sauces. Mushy peas, tartar sauce, and something else that I assumed was salad dressing for the salad I ordered, but it was not. It was curry sauce. Actually, a lot of cars on this road, so, and a lot of coach buses. 3 just passed, so this view is stunning. I mean, it's a little bit silly. I feel like I just keep saying, look at this stunning view, this glorious weather, this amazing experience. But it's the truth, even with curry sauce on my salad. So just a few tips about walking on the road in Ireland. Since I'm on the road right now, just thought maybe I'd give you some tips based on my experience. So you walk on the right, which is against the flow of traffic, so cars are gonna be coming at you. That's normal. Everyone should be used to that. So a lot of times I will just pull over to the shoulder, even though it's maybe like that wide in reality, and maybe up even to the bushes just a little bit, if I can, when a car is coming, if you're on a really narrow street. If you're on a two-way street, it's less important, but right now there's a lot of coach buses, so I'm still trying to do that. Even just standing still is a huge help to the drivers because they don't have to give you that extra margin. Be ready to wave at the driver. I've noticed when I drive with my friend Claire often, she just waves at everyone like, yes, I see you. It's more like that. And if you do pull over to the side as the walker in the situation, they're more likely to wave to you. To like, thanks, and then you wave back, thanks. And it's just like a lovely little interaction. And just for comparison's sake, it's like really rare in the US to wave at a pedestrian as a driver or vice versa. So just to give that context, it's different for me and I like it. I've just touched the beach and I'm headed back into the Caher Valley, and I'm on my way to the Caher Bridge Garden. It looks amazing, like a little oasis in the middle of the limestone landscape. And the gentleman there gives tours. You just have to contact him ahead of time and let him know you're coming. I think there's a small fee, but I'm really excited. It looks gorgeous. So. And there's the caravan park right next to the beach. If you're camping while walking the Burren Way, they have a campground, you can camp there. But that is not my style, so that didn't work for me. Wow, it's like a whole different experience coming the other way.
That had been growing since 1960, and they had trunks like this. I couldn't get in here and I couldn't get at the river. And he said, do you want me to do anything else before I take the digger away? And I said, yeah, if you can get in here, take out the roots. I absolutely love hawthorn jam, hawthorn jelly. It is the most beautiful jelly. Actually, there's a brick one in all the way across. But I stopped in my tracks because I thought, I'm not sure about this. I call them my enemies. Don't ever put Japanese an enemy. Got up here, I decided to call it a day and stop. You're only talking realistically, you're only really talking about 5 months. No, that's actually you're in my garden, and it is a garden, but you can't see the house, you can't see the road, and you can't see the garden, and it just spills off into that landscape. So I've just started building a vegetable garden there, which I've never had before. So that's another new project that I'm in the middle of at the moment, phase 1.
Just getting back to Hannah's cottage and reflecting on the day a little bit. It's been a little strange because I haven't made forward progress and I also haven't rested, but it's been a great day, so no judgment here. I'm just getting ready to head out for the next day of walking, and I thought I would show you Hannah's cottage because it is adorable. So this is the room I stayed in. Perfect for one person. The most amazing bed. A chair, there's a folding table, hanging stuff. This is the living space. Look at that drawing rack up there, I love it. Architectural details, amazing. This is the coffee and tea setup where I've eaten all my meals. The kitchen, the bathroom. It's perfect. I love it. Highly recommend. Every turn I make, I'm amazed by this landscape. And to think that Carl has such a verdant, lush garden in the middle of the burn. I just had to stop for a moment so I could marvel at the burn. Can you tell the way the wind blows? I'd say they're not used to seeing people. It's turf. Sorry, it's peat. They're drying peat so they can use it to heat the house. It's a certain kind of dirt, has certain qualities. And then they dig it up and make it into these bricks and then dry it in the air. Wow! And on the other side of the road from the peat, there's like a mini forest. I don't know, it looks like a whole bunch of Christmas trees. Wow, amazing to see the root system from below. There's another one back there. There's a bunch of trees down. Gorgeous. Gorgeous is the right answer. The sign was saying a law school was housed here. Just standing on top of a medieval fort, looking at cows and the land of my ancestors. I mean, does it get any better? The sun has come out from behind the clouds, at least for a minute or two, and it is amazing. I have attracted some attention. I was looking up directions on my phone, so standing at the corner for a minute, and then now a car just drove by, and now they are very interested. Hi! They are clearly trying to smell me, or maybe they can. Maybe they have like a dog sense of smell. Hi, baby. I we can't reach each other. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. Do I smell like walking for hours? I'm getting to the hot top of the hill because I can feel some wind. And it feels really nice because it's so hot. I see it in the distance.
Last time before the ages of 5 years old. Probably due to infant mortality, malnutrition. It rises directly behind my head on the spring equinox. It flows straight down the tunnel going from straight east to west. Very similar to the person that's in the grave here, and very much a pre-Christian idea. Like Newgrange. Yeah, exactly, ma'am. Like Newgrange, or like any kind of pre-Christian sites that you find anywhere around the world. Yeah, you're going to have some sort of passageway going east to west.
I just left Caher and literally what a godsend. It was perfect timing. I was lagging a bit after Pulnaron and I got a really nourishing lunch and then went on a tour of the fort, which was super fascinating and I loved it. Tell me it hasn't rained in Ireland for a while. Wow. This road goes down into the valley and then up that hill. It's my cheering committee. Oh, no, I'm scaring them. Okay, I'm almost there to the top of this hill. The highest point of the day. I feel like I'm at a plateau at the top of the world. Like, look over there at the edge. Is it a cliff? Well, I can finally see other lands beyond the one I'm on, so that's reassuring. Now we can see down into the valley. I'm staying over there somewhere tonight. Most favorite wall yet. Walkers on road. Attention. So the guest house I'm staying in is on the same laneway as the Michael Cusick Center, and that will prove important later. So I'm just leaving Marian's house and I'm walking 30 minutes down the road to the hostel where I'll be staying for 2 nights. Kind of set myself up here in the Burren in Carran, where my family is from. So I'm excited to see my cousin later today and then explore on foot without my bag the next day. And then the plan is to walk down into Corofin the following day. I need to get a Clare flag like this for my father. I think he would love it. Well, that one's nice and well worn. Marian offered to drive me down the street, but it's only a half an hour walk and it is just gorgeous today. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road. Hi, are you going to Kilfenora?
I am, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, hop in. You haven't done the tour of the Burren, no, you haven't. Bus.
No.
No.
Oh, there's a tour.
Oh, we go all around, we go all. You didn't come on the bus to do the tour because there's some lovely scenery in it.
Yeah, probably a lot faster than walking it.
Oh, gosh. Oh, there's lovely scenery here.
Yeah, gosh, it's amazing. That looks like a different kind of wall.
It does. It's I'd nearly say that was a building.
Yeah.
I'd say it was, yeah.
Ladies, clerk of Christ, bishops, abbots,
aliens will tell waiting direction in a few weeks' time.
Ah.
You picked the right time to come to Ireland this time.
I seriously did. I just can't get over this landscape.
I know.
It's just so gorgeous.
Terrific work. You know, there was one particular one down in Cork, and you had cattle in and out of the house.
I have yet to drive in Ireland. I'm...
This is the entrance of
Oh,
Ireland.
here we are.
Here you are.
Oh, wow.
Not that I've been invited to come here so many times. I haven't taken up the invitation yet. This is all you now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the original.
This is the original here. I don't think there's anybody here. There's a Jake there. I better just go. Place in Ennis is called the Food Emporium, and they do a lot of food there.
Gosh, it's so beautiful with the sun shining.
Isn't it?
Oh!
And Hurley's different. Ballingar and Westmeath.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of the name now. We'll have to find you an old room and do it up.
Old and quirky and not too much changed, which is what I like. This is actually really big, isn't it?
It's the biggest room in the home.
And it's bright too. You know, I think for an attic room it is.
The more the
About 5 minutes.
Thank you. So this looks kind of promising.
yeah.
I like.
On my way to the Michael Cusick Center, it's 30 minutes walk down the road from where I'm staying at the hostel, and it is a glorious day. I spoke to a guy from the area who I was told knows everyone. He used to run a pub here right across the street from the hostel, and so he was tracking down some leads for me about the Cusicks in the area and if maybe I could be related to any of them. Seems like it's a no-go, but I'm heading to the center now, and I've got the name of a guy there who was instrumental in starting the center, so maybe he'll know more. Interesting situation. This freshly cut hedge smells amazing. That looks like a cheap Irish home I could potentially buy and turn into a B&B. Farm dinners and a little patch of vegetable garden. Cottage ruins. I love it. There are 32 ash trees planted, one for each of the counties of Ireland. The ash tree is what the hurley stick is made of. Unfortunately, some of them have become diseased and had to be cut back a lot. I'm here at the Michael Cusick cottage. This is where he grew up. His father was a herdsman on the land, and so as part of his payment, or maybe his only payment, he was able to live here with his family and have a certain number of cattle on a set piece of land.
It was described at the time as a nest of filth and famine and disease, and the population of County Clare fell by 74,000 people. Many left, thousands died. Either way, it was a body blow for the area. But you know, my family was lucky in many ways, thank God. My father was a shepherd and tenant farmer on the estate. In return for managing the flocks, a bit cold, don't you think? Put all the turf in the basket by the fire so that we can get started and maybe warm up a bit. Just 3 years after the school in Cavan opened, I was made a senior monitor. Now, a monitor was a better than average senior pupil who was selected to help the teacher. I was 15 then, and the inspector said that I was the most promising monitor in the district. A formal meeting was held with a view to re-establishing the national game of hurling. Rules for the proposed Dublin Hurling Club were devised. And would you believe it? It took us almost 2 months to source enough hurleys, because the game of hurling was long extinct in the capital.
By 3 o'clock on November 1st, only 5 people had joined Davin and Cusack in a back room in Hazes off the square in Thurles.
I just had the most amazing morning at the Michael Cusick Center. I got a personalized tour. I learned so much about what the center has to offer to the community and how they want to go from being a nonprofit to a charitable organization, and how the former president of Ireland, Mary McAleese, is now their honorary patron and is very interested in the center and promoting it on TV programs and radio shows. And apparently she has said that if you are a GAA fan or a sports fan, that this is a required pilgrimage. It's like a spiritual experience. And I feel like, yeah, that was a spiritual experience. And maybe this is my pilgrimage portion of this experience and walking the Burren Way. Just feeling really excited about this pilgrimage I've just made for myself. I didn't really put it together that it was yes, it's been a pilgrimage, learning about my connection to Ireland and experiencing the landscape of my ancestors. And even though I'm not a direct descendant of Michael Cusick, he is part of my tree. And Michael Cusick's father and my great-great-grandfather are brothers. It's so amazing to think that Michael Cusick, born 1847, the worst year of the potato famine, had the drive and determination to become a teacher, a principal, opened his own school, founded a sporting league. Like, wow, what a force of nature. Full cloud cover. So I'm not on the Burren Way right now, I'm on the, oh gosh, I think it's called Temple Carran loop. But this is the most up close and personal I've gotten to the Burren. And like, other than when I was at Poolnabron, I'm like hopping and skipping all over the limestone rocks. But this is like really cool. Because usually there's a very large stone wall on either side of the path or the road. On the Burren Way. And this is, I can actually go into the limestone landscape and it's really cool. This wall looks so much more solid than so many of the Burren walls I've seen so far. Look at this cutie. Okay, but this yellow arrow, if we can see it, it's telling me to go right. Well, and this gate is open, so I'm gonna use the gate. Hi, cutie. Oh, it's over here. I see it. Temple Cronin. Look at this face. These are heads. That one looks the most like a head. And then another one up top. Hi. Okay, I'm back here because I think this will take me home. Couldn't find the way out otherwise. That was my room. Here we go. Last day. It's a short day. I think it's going to take around 4 hours to walk from Carran down the hill to Corofin, stopping at my ancestral land along the way. Here's where I stayed the last couple days. It has been great. Made it. I came back to the Michael Cusick Center because there's a path through the woods and fields that Marion told me about, and then yesterday when I was here they gave me a map, so here it is. But these openings are tight. Oh, interesting. Okay, this trailer is blocking the path slightly. It looks like it's there? Or is it here along the wall? Might be here along the wall. I think Marion said you go along the wall. Oh, there's this post over there. I'll head towards that post. Ooh. Where am I going? Oh boy. Okay, I had to take my backpack off to find the gate or the passageway through the stone wall. And I don't think in my entire time in Ireland yet, I have physically walked through, been able to open a gate and walk through it. So I saw this gate and assumed that it was not for people. But it is in fact operable. But my goodness, humans are supposed to navigate this? I think this is for like mountain goats. Wrong way. Okay. Whew! Backpack made it. Okay. I'll put this away so I don't fall. Well, I made it through that, I'm assuming, a hazel thicket, and then down those weird steps that aren't steps. And then going here, we see a signpost. Oh good, over another wall? Or around the wall? That looks like a path. Let's see if we see a signpost over here. Okay, we're back on track. I see a signpost. I wish I had gone on the road, honestly. Okay, this blue house right over here behind me is where my great grandfather was born. Not in that house, that's a modern house, but in that place. That's where his family lived when he was born. So these are literally my ancestral lands. This is the place where I'm from. This is such a rarity. I'm walking on a road through the burn and there aren't fieldstone walls on either side of the road. Just look, there's the burn. Just hanging out with the burn. Thinking about how my ancestors left the only place they knew and went to the US. Somewhere completely unknown. Just an idea. The world is so knowable now. So unknown then, and just obviously they were so brave and courageous, but like there was also no choice. Just thinking about that. Me and the cows thinking about it. They're over there. I don't know if you can see them. The clouds have come out to play. Amazing! There's no shortage of stone structures, of ancient stone structures. Which two? I've lost my steam, hit a wall, and I'm taking the most direct route to my destination, which is Corofin, and it's a pretty main road. 1 hour to go. Hi! Did you get up to say hi? Okay, bye. Well, I finished, and I am celebrating in front of the church in Corofin, waiting for the Heritage Center to open after their lunch break. I'm celebrating with shamrock chips. A nice day. I'm back in Dublin. I finished walking the Burren Way and I had a fantastic time. It was so amazing to walk through that such a unique landscape that like my great grandparents came from. Such a gift to be able to just experience landscape, walk through it. I've been before, but always in a car and always being driven by other people. So this is really nice to be in control and the person calling the shots. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you plan your trip to County Clare and the Burren. If you have any questions for me, drop them in the comments below. Moments after I finished walking the Burren Way, while I was waiting for the bus to Ennis, I met a couple who had just finished walking the Barrow Way. They told me about their amazing experience, and honestly, that is all I need. I just want to hear about someone's adventure and then experience it for myself. Maybe you're the same way? Here are some other videos I made. Check them out and send them to your friends. And stay tuned because the Barrow Way video is coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button because there are many more delicious adventures to come.